Welcome back. So this time I thought about talking about part-time jobs. Now this is a very difficult topic because I don't know if you have ever done part-time jobs, but it can be tough, especially during college days. So it's not generally a habit. A lot of us in India do it, but I think so it's catching up. So I'm talking about the part-time jobs that I did, and that was like 10 years back in my college days or my masters. And I really want to talk about some of those. Some things I enjoyed and some things I did not enjoy at all. But they are important. Now I'll start with the smaller ones that I did in my college days. So in my college, I was in a 5 year course. So yes, I really needed part-time money, pocket money. And I did it in Bangalore, and there were these amazing events always, and they always wanted people to stand in the events. So in the beginning, I would just stand there, you know, giving pamphlets. And for that, I got 500 rupees, my first part time job. I still remember with a very close friend of mine. She told me, let's go, let's do this and we'll get quick money. 500 rupees for standing for 8 hours. It was exhausting. It was just, I had to walk. I think so it was in Kantirwa Stadium. I had to walk and just distribute pamphlets to people. It was kind of crazy. Now, when I think about it, this was 15 years back, and I have no memory of what I was selling. But it was a very tough job, because talking to people, and if you have ever done this, distributing pamphlets and making people even read anything, it is a very tough one. It feels very insulting because कोई मुड़ के नहीं देखता है, कोई तुम्हें देखता भी नहीं है, most of the time लोग पेपर भी नहीं लेते हैं. So I thought that was crazy. Another part-time job, we were literally, I mean, this is something very popular in Bangalore, is you have these events and they want people to just look gorgeous, women to look gorgeous. So I have done this once or twice where there were people who used to throw parties and then they just wanted girls to stand smiling, college festivals or things like that. So I once went there, and this was easier money, but it was scary personally because I didn't know where I was going. I always had a friend with whom I went, but it was very scary, I would say. And personally, service industry was not something I enjoyed, where I had to smile or talk to people. I really hated these kind of jobs because I'm a nerd. So yeah, that was another interesting thing. Another thing was in the hotel industry where you just had to, some event is happening and they wanted people on the reception. So you just had to sit and talk to people while there's some, Valentine's Day. I still remember once I did some part-time jobs with friends on Valentine's Day. It was also annoying because you were sitting here trying to make money while others are, kuchi going, doing their love and all. So that was very irritating. So, but it did, like, so making 500 rupees, 1000 rupees for 3 days, or I mean, it's still nothing, but it did cover a lot of my costs. So, it did help me a lot. But one thing that I hated the most was when I was working as a waitress. Now, I would like to expand more on this because it's a thankless job, and people don't realize how tough it is to be a waitress. So when I say working as a waitress, it can be in a cafe, it can be in a restaurant, it can be in a hotel. You don't know what people who are working as waiters and waitresses go through. It's a thankless job, it's a hard job, it's a dirty job. Like I mean those words. And it's because of this why we need to be a lot more kinder. So when I was working, I had to, all my work was to clean the tables, give orders, take the orders, serve my clients, customers, and talk to my chef. This was a simple job. Now, for people who don't know me, I am not at all a foodie. So I did not like food. And I was working in a cafe which was serving English food, which basically means English breakfast, beans, cakes, pancakes, tea. Bas itna hi tha. But I was not a person who would, be more inquisitive about people's food habits. Bilkul nahi. So me working in a food cafe trying to smile, it was really tough. So it was not at all easy for me. But I really want to tell you why waitressing does something to you. It kills your ego. If you have an ego and if you really think I want to, kill it, waiter is the job you should try. I mean, the way people treat you, the way you have to clean somebody's plate, the way you have to talk to the chef, the way you have to clean somebody else's mess. It really does something about killing your one's own ego. Another thing about waitressing is a lot of people who join this sector of working as a waiter, they're always trying to do it either to support their studies or their dreams. Now, if you watch Hollywood movie or any of the Bollywood cinema, na, there's always this actor or writer or painter who's struggling, financially, and they end up being waiters और वेट्रेसेस सो डे टाइम में वो अपना आर्ट करते हैं और रात को बैठ के वो लोग वेटरेसिंग काम करते हैं and it's there's something very sad about them ki yaar I'm trying to live for my dream and at night I have to do this dirty work. There's this famous scene from Deconstructing Harry. It's a Woody Allen's movie. Please check it out. There's a scene where Woody Allen is talking to this gorgeous woman in a cafe, okay? And he's asking her, so who are you? And then she says, I'm a waitress. And the camera really pans into her face and then she says, that's all I am. And it's a very difficult life. And then camera goes back to Woody Allen's face and he says, I have never met a happy waitress. And I really, really, I mean, I thought the movie was very dramatic, but it's the truth. If and I really wanted the camera to go back to the waitress and ask her, like, why are you sad? That's the kind of effect it has on you. Waitressing that it slowly kills a part of you. Just imagine, you're standing for 4 hours straight. You just stand, people come, talk to you, throw orders at you, expect quick returns, and leave. People come again, ask you something, leave. There's no conversations, there's nothing deep. It's just task, 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 task. And you can't respond, you can't react. All you're doing is just, nod your head, you nod your head. Day in, out. After some time, you forget. One of the things I noticed in my own colleagues also, after some time, we did not even remember the conversations we used to have because it was so exhausting, performing. It was exhausting smiling. Whatever happens, customer is right. I hated that. Customer is not right. Customers are bad. Customers are horrible people. Customers are assholes. That's what I remember. Because that's my bad experience. Anybody out there who says waitressing is amazing, it's lying. It's really bad. So yeah, it did teach me a lot. I made some amazing friends because it's hard work. So you have to have people who are behind you, are supporting you, so that you can stand for those 8 hours. That was my time frame, 8 hours in one stretch. Waitressing also teaches you how to second guess. A lot of time, customers have no idea what they want. So you're also in a way assistant. You're also in a way friend. You're also in a way, I would say, witnessing loneliness. A lot of people, and especially where I used to work, a lot of people used to eat alone. It was very normal, and that was a cultural shock for me. I have never seen people eating alone. So people are eating alone. People are taking in their own time. What should I eat? What do I feel? So you're witnessing all of this. So yeah, I of all the jobs I have done, I think so waitressing was one job which really changed me. I remember I just did it for 7 months only, but those 7 months, they were just exhausting. And after some time, I remember my friends saying that you don't speak anything interesting. You are always tired. You always are smiling when I'm not even happy. It's just that, it's one of the biggest fears of most of the waitressings. People who are doing this waitressing job is that they stop. It's a part time thing, but a lot of people are unable to leave because also it's quick money. So a lot of people continue doing it. So it's a fear for a lot of people that what if my part-time job becomes the full-time and becomes the reality. But yeah, I really want, this is a personal request that if you are on the other side of the table, if you are on the other side of the till, if you are talking to an waiter, giving an order, be kind, be extremely nice to them because you don't know how many hours they have stood. You don't know how many people's bullshit they had to hear. You have no clue what they're going through. And remember, most of them are trying to balance something else in their life while working through this. So be kind. And also let me know in the comment section if have you ever seen a bad client yourself? You must have seen in different restaurants you go. Or if any of you ever tried any of this like this, I would love to know your experiences also. So yeah, today was one of those experiences. Thanks a lot for listening. Bye.